Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiana and today I'm online sharing with you guys another skin update. I think it's been like 2 months since I gave the last update and I did not mean to make it go this long, but you know, when you're in the trenches with eczema and TSW, like you don't want to be on camera. Like I feel like all of my videos kind of slowed down during that period because I just was not feeling being on camera. I'm like trying to heal my skin and I'm also just trying to rest and like make sure that it's not taking over mentally too much. So that's the reason why it's been so long, but we have major updates, so let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is show you my skin. So I'm just going to come a little bit closer to the camera like I did last time. So here's my face, and as you can see, it's pretty clear. Like, we're pretty much back to what we were facially before the big flare-up. The only thing I will say is that I have been left with hyperpigmentation. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you know, there are just some areas that are just a little bit more splotchy. And then I do have like a couple of little pimples, as you could say, but I think those are more hormonal because I'm on my period right now. But they're definitely, these are not like the TSW scars that I had before. So you can see that all of that is gone. On my neck, again, you can see there is hyperpigmentation, but it is flat. So like it is flat, guys. Like the bumps are gone, all of that open skin is gone. So yeah, it's flat, but it is just discolored. But you know, that's the least of my problems, girl. Here on my arm, it's pretty much the same story. Everything is flat. And this was my really bad hand, y'all. The one that I was documenting the most. And look at that. Like, it's normal skin again. It does not itch. But it's just, you know, as you can see, it's just discolored. I have just like a lot of discoloration left on both of my arms. So you guys can see all of that, but it is flat. It is not open. I have no open sores. Like, can we just thank you God, like for real. Okay, so let's get into the itch factor. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being there's like no itching and 10 being like a level 10 emergency. I have been experiencing no itching for the last, I would say, month of this journey. I have not been itching. I have not been scratching my hand or anything like that. If I do eat something that is a little bit more sweet, there are times where I do feel a little bit itchy, but it subsides pretty quickly and yeah, just go about my normal day. So I would say like it's like I'm at like a 0 right now. There's no itching. I'm at a 0. What about the pain factor? Let's get into that. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being there's no pain, 10 being like a level 10 emergency, go to the emergency room, you're in pain. There has been no pain. I'm at a level 0. I think in the last video I had said too, like I have a higher pain tolerance. I think when I was like really freaking out and breaking out, I was at like a 3, I think I said. So yeah, I'm at a 0. There's no pain at all. Again, thank God there's no pain. Okay, and then the last kind of barometer I have is the mental health aspect. How are you feeling mentally on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being you're pretty okay, and 10 being like this is really affecting my mental health and I need to go to the emergency room. I think in the last video I said I was like a 5.5, just like kind of right in the middle. I think now I'm more at like a 2. This, even though it's mostly cleared up, it still does affect my mental health, just in a way of like people still look at anything that just looks odd, right? That's just human nature. I don't blame them. You know, I don't think they're mean for it. It's just a curiosity thing. And I don't know if you guys can tell because I do have a light here, but like the discoloration that I have on my face, like and here on my neck, and then on my arm and, you know, hands, it is still a little bit uncomfortable for me. Not nearly as much as the open sores and cracked skin and obviously like bleeding and crustiness that I had experienced previously. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go back and watch those other videos. But it still does feel a little bit like, you know, oh, like, you know, well, I wonder what happened to her, I wonder what happened there type of thing. And I still do get certain looks sometimes, but overall I feel like it's not affecting me that much because I don't even think about that much. It's just that I'm sitting down here now and talking about my thoughts. But yeah, on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't really affect my mental health anymore. Just more so just me keeping in the back of my mind that I do need to watch what I eat and that I do need to like properly moisturize and just, you know, make sure that I'm taking care of my skin so that it does not revert and go back. But other than that, I would say we're good. So what have I been doing to get my skin to glow again and to reverse all that damage that was done while I was itching and scratching and fighting with TSW? So there are 3 main products that I use on my body. And then, well, actually 4, but I just don't have any of the last one to show you because it's like in my shower and it just looks pretty gross right now. It's a bar soap. But the soap that I've been using is just plain, the baby formula plain Dr. Bronner soap, just like the unscented bar of soap. That has been just the best thing for me. It is very plain though, and I am kind of sick of it because I was someone who liked having her smell goods in the showers and her perfumes and everything, and you can't use all that fragrance and dye and everything when you're trying to fix your skin. So yeah, I've just been using the plain Dr. Bronner's. I'm sorry it's not more exciting because it is very plain and kind of boring, but yeah, that's what I've been using to wash up with. And then after I get out of the shower, I will apply this, which is clove water. It's literally just water, like fresh spring water and cloves that I put in here. And I can't tell you the measurements on how much I use, but basically I just want it to get to this color, like this deep brown color, and then I know it's like good to go. And I will put it on a cotton ball. I will massage it in all over my face. I'm basically using it like a toner. I will do it on my neck as well, and I will do it on my arms. And that's what I use for a toner, and then I let that dry. And then to seal in the moisture and, you know, just make sure that my skin doesn't look all ashy and crusty, I would either use shea butter, and this is just a concoction of shea butter. I'm not going to show you what it says on the label because it didn't come out right, but it was just some shea butter that I, like, you know, was playing, experimenting with, whipping up at home. But any shea butter will do. But let me tell y'all, the true star product of all of this has been Tamanu oil. And you can see, I'm not capping when I say this, like, this is how much I have left in this one, and this is how much I have left in this one. Like, these have been a godsend. It's called Tamanu oil. I hope you guys can see, but I'll spell it out on the screen if you can't. I got these from a herb shop in DC, and it is just organic oil made from a Tamanu nut. I have never heard of this nut, but I want to tell you guys an interesting story about this oil. So I went to the Blue Nile herb shop in DC, if you've ever been there. Woo-woo. It's actually a really good herb shop. But the day that I went in, I was with my boyfriend. Like I said, he's an herbalist, so he takes me to a bunch of herb shops all the time. And we have been looking for something to, like, really help my skin. The herbs have been doing good, but we were just looking for something that I could apply to my skin to help it even further, right? So we go to this herb shop. This day I was very itchy. I was not having a good day. I had sweats. I had a hoodie on. I had my hoodie up. Like, I was like trying to cover my skin as much as possible because I was just not having a good day. So my boyfriend was doing most of the talking at the counter, but the owner of the shop, he was just like, hey, you know, what's been going on with you or whatever, talking to me directly. So I had to talk to him, and I was just like, you know, just like super itchy or whatever. And then my boyfriend jumps in and is just like, yeah, she's been really itchy, she has eczema, we think it might be TSW, and, you know, we've been giving her, you know, these types of herb. And he was, you know, just describing everything that we've done. And so the guy started asking me questions directly, and he was like, well, what kind of soap do you use in the shower? And at that time I was using Dr. Bronner's peppermint soap because that's just like a go-to classic. It doesn't have that many harsh ingredients, so I thought, you know, it would be good. I at the counter said, no, that's much too harsh. And I said, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you need to use like the unscented formula. Dr. Bronner's is good, but just use the unscented formula. And so he was like, you know, hand me that bar of soap. Talking to my boyfriend, and, you know, he grabbed one of the unscented, put it on the counter. And I was like, okay. He's like, what do you put on like after you get out of the shower? And I was telling him, like, you know, most of the time I just use like shea butter. And he's like, okay, that's good. And he was just like, pass me that oil. Talking to my boyfriend again. And he makes him put this oil on the counter, and it's called Tamanu oil. And I have never heard of it, but he was like, this is going to help you so much. This is going to help you so much. I'm going to give it to you. And he was just saying he was going to give it to me for free. And I was like, okay, that's really nice of you. Because I had looked at the price. Okay, babe. I had looked at the price, and the price is $18. It's not on this one. But yeah, you can see that this joint, or maybe you can't see, because I had looked at the price. The price is $18, and this is only 4 ounces. It's a small jar. Like, it's a small jar. And so I was like, $18, you know. I think he saw my face, and he was just like, I'm gonna give it to you. And I was like, that is so nice, thank you so much. And he was just like, I'm telling you from experience, like, I know this is gonna work. He's like, I used to be covered, my skin was very, very bad, and he was just telling me everything that, you know, was afflicting his skin, and he was like, it's gonna get better. And I was like, thank you so much or whatever. And he was just like, you know, stay calm. And he was asking me what I had been eating, and I had told him I've been eating mostly fruits. He asked me what kind. I told him like mangoes and bananas, just, you know, whatever fruit I'd be feeling. And he was like, you need to eat more juicy fruits, not so much like starchy fruits, like, you know, the texture of bananas and the texture of mangoes. And he was like, try that. But he was like, but definitely the oil is definitely gonna help you. And the way he was ripping and raving about this oil, I could not wait to get home and try it. And when I tried it, it was the best thing ever. So from this whole journey, the two things I can say that have been consistent and have really, really helped my skin is the aloe that I shared in the previous update and this Tamanu oil. And I just want to say shout out to the Blue Nile herb shop and to the owner for giving me that oil for free. He also gave us the soap for free, by the way, and then another bar soap that they make in the store for free as well. He was just very generous that day, and I think he just saw my spirit. My spirit was very down when I went in. So I'm just very, very thankful that he shared that, because it really, really, truly helps. And I need to go back to that herb shop just so I can thank him like in person. But yeah, these have been helping me the most. Okay, before I start rambling on too much, I want to also say what I've been doing and what I'm going to continue doing and when I will be giving you guys another update. So because my skin is clear, I'm not going to be coming on here every week and saying, oh, my skin is clear. Like, to me, that's just not helpful. And I think also for other people that are suffering with TSW, sometimes you need a break from watching sufferer content. You know what I mean? Like, I think it can weigh on your spirit if you're constantly looking at other people's whose skin is peeling and going through something. I think watching healthy skin or just watching regular vlogs or regular content is a little bit more helpful sometimes, because it just reminds you that like, oh, this is how my skin used to look. My skin is going to get there again. It's more uplifting than watching someone like crying because their skin is itching. Like, we don't want to like trauma bond here. We don't want to trauma bond. So yeah, moving forward, I'm gonna update you guys like in another 2 months probably, just mainly to show if the hyperpigmentation has gone away or if I can find anything that will help with that, and what I'm going to be doing. So I've been eating pretty much 80% all fruits, well, fruits and vegetables, because I do eat a lot of kale salads too. So fruits and vegetables, I've been eating about 80%, and then the other 20% I have introduced more processed foods back into my diet. So as before, I was not eating things like the Just Egg substitutes or like the Beyond Meat substitutes and stuff like that. I was really trying to keep it as whole food based as possible. But I know myself, I am a foodie. You guys know I have a cooking series here on my channel, and it has been very difficult to make content like that and just try new recipes when you're being so restricted with your foods and not being able to try like the fun processed stuff. I like trying fun processed foods, you know, shoot me, okay? Like, I do love a good raw salad and raw foods and raw fruits, but I like some of the little goodies as well. And you know, YOLO, I'm gonna try it. So just everything in moderation. So that's what I've been doing, about 80% just whole foods, fruits and vegetables, and then about 20% of the fun stuff. And moving forward, I'm going to continue that. I have also been fasting, and I think fasting has helped really, really, really help repair my skin as well, because it just gives your body a break from digesting so that it can work on other things. And I think that is what helped speed up, especially this part that was really like cracked and like down to the bone of skin in between the layers. I think that really helped repair this part of my hand. So what I mean by fasting, I do 2 different types of fast. One, I will go the whole, these are all, so far I've only done like up to 36 hours of fasting. I don't think I've done like 2 full days yet. I might have, but I don't think so. But basically for a 1 full day, 24 hours or 36 hours, I will have only fruit. That is one type of fast I do, where it's only fruit. Like, I'm only putting fruit, water, or herbal tea into my body. No additives into the tea, no sugar, no honey, just plain tea. And that's one type of fast I do. And then the other is for those hours, 24 hours or 36 hours, I will do no solid foods. So I will only be drinking water or herbal teas, but no solid foods. Those are the 2 different types of fasting that I've been doing, and I've been trying to do them twice a week. So one of the days I will do all fruits and the water and herbal tea, and then the other day I will do just water and herbal tea. This has given my body such the break that it needed. I feel like even other things in my body are starting to be repaired now, and even my tummy has been like flatter. I think just because it's that digestion, like it's just really helped my gut and my gut microbiome. I'm not gonna lie, like I've been pooping better. I've been maintaining a more flat stomach appearance just because my body's not working and getting tired as fast processing all this food. So yeah. Yeah, that is pretty much it for my skin update. I hope you guys found this useful and helpful and inspirational. If you are still in the TSW trenches where it is still super itchy and you have not seen that kind of shining light that like it gets better and your skin is going to be calm again, so you won't feel like a crazy person, it's coming, and it's coming soon. And I wish you all peace, wealth, and healing. Most importantly, like I hope all of our skin repairs itself, because I know how annoying it can be to deal with this kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next update. Mwah.